edition.
Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. A winter storm warning is in place for most of the region, and some places are already getting some flakes tonight. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Cameron Aaron for this First Alert Weather Day.
Yeah, Madison, we are tracking some light snow showers across the mountains as we close out your weekend up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler. The good news, this is pretty light, so we are not expecting those big impacts tonight, but possibly a few slick spots on the road as those temperatures are well below freezing. But notice as we zoom out, this is round one of another round coming up later on Monday, also from Monday afternoon, Monday evening. But again, this is round one, and the back edge of that snow coming through Paducah, also close to the Ohio River, and that will continue pushing off to the east as we go into late tonight and also for the first half of your Monday morning. A little bit of a break for most of your Monday morning, and then some more snow showers by Monday afternoon, also Monday evening, and that is where we will see that more substantial snow amounts by Monday afternoon, also Monday evening. Those temperatures, they are well below freezing at this hour, down to 19 degrees in Jackson, 20 in London, down to 14 over in Moorhead. So we are very cold, so whatever falls will stick to the ground. And as you can see from Somerset, some accumulation there in the grassy areas, that current temperature down to 19 degrees. And same story over at I-64 in Moorhead. We are tracking a little bit of a dusting in the grassy areas, but some more light accumulation on I-64 as well. So if you have to be out on the road tonight, be sure to take it slow and just be careful as some treacherous travel will be possible. Those low temperatures back in the middle to upper teens, and again, watching out for some light snow showers and some light accumulation also possible. But the bigger story, we are tracking round two by Monday afternoon, also Monday evening. So some more snow totals are likely. More details on that winter storm warning, also the new snowfall map coming up in just a few minutes. Madison?
All right, Cameron, thank you. With temperatures falling below freezing, it is important for people to find ways to keep their house or apartment safe. That includes ways to keep pipes from freezing. WYMT's Jack Demler spoke to members of the fire department as well as city officials on ways to keep folks' pipes from freezing and their homes safe.
With millions across the country experiencing freezing temperatures, making sure you are warm in your house or apartment is a top priority.
You know, don't be cold. I mean, we have places, and if you need rides, whatever, we'll try to make arrangements for you to do that. Also, please check on your neighbors and your elderly people.
When trying to keep warm, members with the Hazard Fire Department say it's important to check on air filters regularly.
That way your heat pump isn't having to work as hard. Keep your blinds closed in the house to let any heat that you have stay inside.
As for ways to avoid pipes from freezing, while many rely on leaving their faucets dripping, city officials in Hazard advise not to do that, saying it could cause problems for the city's water.
And we'd also ask people, you know, the temperature's going to plummet. We know that. Don't let your water run constantly because it will deplete all of our tanks, and then everybody will be in trouble.
Mobilini says with how many miles of water lines that stretch across Perry County, the possibility of a break is high.
Anytime the weather gets below 20 degrees for any significant time, our infrastructure has trouble.
Brandon Smith says there are still ways to keep pipes from freezing without leaving faucets dripping.
A couple things people can do to keep their pipes from freezing over is disconnect your garden hose from the outdoor spigot. You can open your cabinets in your bathroom or kitchen, use space heaters.
Smith says if for some reason your pipes do freeze, it's important to call a licensed plumber for assistance. For Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander, it is all about the preparation.
And when it gets down, when we see the weather get down to zero, we know that there's going to be some issues and problems, and so we try to prepare as best as we can to address those as they come.
In Hazard, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
When using space heaters, Brandon Smith says it is important to keep it on a flat surface at a 3 to 5 foot distance. Winter is the time of the year where firefighters respond to more house fires. Some of them can be caused by using extra ways to warm your house. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more.
With frigid temperatures and winter weather set to start, some people might find themselves using a space heater for extra warmth. Corbin Fire Public Information Officer Nathan Kirby says it's important to only use one for each outlet.
A space heater like this one, it's usually going to max out the power that your outlet can send to you. These are about 20 amps, and the outlet can only send out around 20 amps to you. So it's recommended that you use one of these per outlet and not use anything else on that outlet,
while keeping it out of harm's way.
So if you happen to use a kerosene heater, don't put it in a busy traffic area such as front of a door or in a hallway. It has to be in a large room where it's well ventilated, or else you're not able to use it.
When it comes to heaters, Kirby says to make sure yours is newer.
If you're in doubt and yours is old, buy a new one. The newer ones will have a safety sensor on the bottom so that if it falls over, it automatically turns off. Don't leave these running in your home when you're not there. If you leave, turn these off.
Even with using your stove for more heat, he says to keep things away to avoid a fire.
Yeah, if you choose to use your stove in that way, don't have anything around your stove or on top of your stove, you're going to have to open the oven part to let the heat come out of it. And because of that, you would want to let your small children in the house know to stay away from the oven or just keep them away from the kitchen for the time being.
In Corbin, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Kirby says it is important to always keep a carbon monoxide detector in your home and make sure it is low to the ground. Lexington Fayette Animal Care and Control is also prepping for winter weather. When the temperature drops, Lieutenant Jay Hamilton with Lexington Fayette Animal Care and Control says cruelty calls for outdoor pets continue to roll in. Hamilton says if you have outdoor pets, there are signs to look out for to know that they are too cold.
So if anyone has an outdoor animal and they want to bring the animal indoors, they can safely do that. If they had a crate, we have them available. So all they have to do is call up, speak to an officer, and we can get you set up with what you need.
Lexington does have a city ordinance in place that pet owners must follow to ensure the safety of their outdoor animals. And not abiding by these guidelines could mean jail time and fines. Flu season is in full swing, and Norton Healthcare has confirmed more than 800 cases in their system this month. Dr. Amel Salash is a pediatrician at Norton Healthcare in Frankfort. She says that the uptick is normal for this time of year, but it is always important to watch for signs of the flu. If your child's temperature is over 102 or if they are having trouble breathing, Dr. Salash says to seek help immediately.
Tylenol or ibuprofen as needed for the body aches or fever. Honey for cough. Honey is a great home remedy. It's much better than a lot of the over-the-counter medications. There's no side effects.
Dr. Salash says the best way to prevent the flu for you and your child is by keeping your vaccinations up to date. Coming up at 11, the American Red Cross and Kentucky Blood Center warn about the dangers of a blood shortage in the Commonwealth.
Plus, a winter storm warning continues for most of the region. Your forecast coming up after this break.
Hey, it's winter.